Hi, Junior with today's thought. I'm sure you've all heard the expression that there are lies, damned lies, and statistics. Well, I'm going to add a fourth one to that, which is that there are lies, damn lies, statistics, and then there is lying about statistics, and that's what we're going to talk about today. And when it comes to lying about statistics, Joe Biden is really the prime example, and especially when it comes to the economy. To give you one, probably the primary example would be that his claim to have, that he just made again recently. He got I think bottomless Pinocchios from the Washington Post, because it's just a flat out lie. Okay, the statistics do not show that he created 14 million jobs. What he's talking about is that 10 million jobs were lost because of the coronavirus, and then those jobs, when the coronavirus was over, those jobs that existed, they came back. So he did not create those jobs. Those came back naturally, would have happened no matter who was the president. And so 4 million jobs. In 3 years, he's created 4 million jobs, which is, it's better than zero. It's not something to brag about either. Now, because you have to add to that population growth, the labor participation rate, if we're talking about statistics, that is nothing to write home about, but that's another subject that's a subject for another day, because what we're going to talk about is inflation, because we get the inflation numbers when you go month to month, they look better. The inflation from last month to this month is better, but that's because the Federal Reserve has been raising interest rates, nothing that Biden did, and he's trying to tell everybody, he's quoting, but well, he's not using the expression Bidenomics anymore, because everybody knows that that's not a good thing, Bidenomics. He's talking about, he's saying everything is fine, inflation is down, yada, yada, yada. But what matters is what happened. What is the total, the cumulative number since he became president? So I'm just going to give you some numbers today. All right. So these numbers come. I got it right here. Let me consult. I'm going to put it up in a second, but this comes from the Bureau. These numbers are coming from the Bureau of Labor Statistics and the New York Federal Reserve. So we're talking about. These are accurate statistics from the government, unless you don't believe the government, which under this administration, I wouldn't blame you for that. But this is easily checked anyways. But let's just put up the first chart. And the consumer price index, inflation, and before I put it up, I just put it up, I'm going to take it down again, because I just got to mention that we should remember when Biden came into office, the economy was growing about 6%, over 6%. Gas was about $2.40 average for the country. I've said in the past, where I live outside of Tennessee, it was down to $1.86. Okay, and the main thing, inflation was 1.4%, less than the 2%. My personal opinion is that it should be zero, but that's another subject for another day. So that's what it was like when Biden took office. And these figures I'm going to give you are from January 2021, when Biden took office, to December 2023. Okay, so here we go. Now I'm going to put it up for real. As you can see there, inflation, CPI, Consumer Price Index, since Biden took office is up 17.6%. Credit card debt, and this really matters too, because he's touting a great economy because people are, in my personal opinion, when you're talking about economic growth, I would not include spending, which is another thing that he lies about or obfuscates about, because he's saying the GDP growth was 3.1%, I believe, in the fourth quarter, which is a good number. But the greatest growth was government spending, government jobs, government programs, and another big contributor was healthcare. Medicare, which is basically a government, again, because the government pays so much, Medicare and yada, 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 Medicare, Medicaid, so much of that money comes again from the government, from your taxes and mine, or from borrowing from all over the world. The point is, again, they include, I don't know why, but they include spending, but this spending is not people spending money they have. You can see credit card debt up 40%. So people are maxing out their credit cards, and and credit card debt is not cheap. And finally, we have here 2.8% real earnings down. Okay, so inflation up, real earnings are down. So that's one chart I put up. And now here's the next one I'm going to put up. And this is again from January 2021 to December 2023. So I gave you already the overall inflation, 17.6%. Food, the price of food, you got to eat, right? Food, 33.7% increase since Biden became president. Shelter, 18.7%. Look at energy, 32.8%, almost 33% increase in energy costs, and that's because of Joe Biden's war on oil, okay? And finally, well, electricity, okay, but energy, I guess they're talking, yeah, look, it's an illustration of a barrel. So they're talking about fossil fuels, okay? Because they've got a separate category for electricity, almost as bad, 27.1%, well, let's just say 27%. Those are the numbers. That's really it. I just wanted to give you the numbers, so I hope you enjoyed looking at those two charts better than looking at me. But now you get to look at me for a few more seconds, a few precious seconds, moment, as I say that. Thanks for stopping by. If you could subscribe, that would really be great. Share this video with anyone you think would benefit from it. But most of all, come back and see me again. I would love to see all of you again. And until I do see all of you again, bye.